she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah, she was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit.
Sophie Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. And for Barbie night, she pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot Girls Eat Arby's," and the internet lost it.
Sophie Cunningham threw on an Arby's t-shirt, and just like that, hijacked the entire WNBA news cycle without even trying. One shirt, one slogan, 800,000 sold. Suddenly, a fast food chain is outselling the league's own tickets. You couldn't make this up if you tried. Meanwhile, Angel Reese sits in the background, quiet, frustrated, and probably wondering why it's not her jersey flying off the shelves. What began as a light-hearted moment has exposed a deeper issue. The WNBA's biggest marketing problem isn't curly fries, it's authenticity. Sophie didn't just wear the shirt, she became the story. Real beats rehearsed. Every time, if you're riding with Sophie, drop a red-hot Sophie in the comments. Let's go.
But here's the real backstory. A few months earlier, Sophie posted a video rating Arby's. And that video is just her being authentic in herself. And that puppy went viral.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Then following this, the phrase "hot girls eat Arby's" started flying around. And it turns out that Arby's has been saying this since 2023.
Somewhere along the way, the WNBA lost the plot. The game took a back seat to brand wars, Instagram shade, and going viral for everything but basketball. The scoreboard, an afterthought. The stat sheet, optional. But the drama, that's the main event. It's like the shot clock isn't ticking down to the next bucket, it's counting down to the next tweet. And right in the middle of this reality show meets hoop circus, Sophie Cunningham casually lit the internet on fire. No flashy crossover. No viral dance. Just an Arby's tee, no filter, and zero PR training. No script. No strategy. Just curly fries and raw charisma. A league desperate for something real, Sophie delivered. Hot, messy, and more powerful than any buzzer beater this season.
We know somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest.
She's not running isolation plays. She's isolating the truth. No glam squad. No filters. No PR packaging pretending to be personality. Just pure, unfiltered Sophie. Curly fries in one hand, the league's entire branding strategy in the other. Meanwhile, players like Angel Reese are chasing clout like it's a loose rebound, stirring up drama for clicks and posting TikToks that feel more like casting calls for love and basketball than a pro athlete's feed. But Sophie? She's unbothered. No gimmicks. No thirst traps. Just straight-up authenticity, and 800,000 shirts flying off shelves like someone put a discount on common sense. In a league obsessed with optics, she's doing something radical, being real. And somehow, that's become the most unstoppable move in the game.
Let's talk about Arby's. She is now on the Arby's payroll. Decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven. Hot girls eat Arby's. No knock on Arby's, Sophie, but if you give Arby's 9 out of 10, I'll take you to Racks. I'll buy you some Racks, and I think you will find that hot girls probably eat Racks. Arby's has a new spokeswoman, and it just so happens to be Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, that's right. Sophie Cunningham, who took to her social media to discuss how much she enjoyed a trip that she made to Arby's.
It's like someone cracked a window in a stuffy room, and a gust of honesty came blowing through. Judging by the side eyes flying around, it even knocked a few glued-on lashes loose. Because when someone like Sophie Cunningham starts earning genuine fan love, unscripted and unfiltered, the league gets a little nervous. She's not part of the carefully curated Instagram sorority. She's not out here dancing at mid-court after going 2-4-10. And she's definitely not forcing fake bestie vibes just to make the next WNBA hype reel. Sophie's off-script, off-brand, and, somehow, exactly the kind of fresh air fans didn't even realize they were craving.
Sophie Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day, before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance you'd take a long, hard look at Sophie Cunningham.
That's why people are drawn to her. In a league saturated with performance art, Sophie's just present. No wigs, no filter-stacked selfies, no personality focus groups. Just basketball, blunt truth, and, somehow, a wildly effective Arby's moment. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what fans have been starving for. Athletes who actually act like athletes. Who knew? Crazy concept.
Let's get it! Bang! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Bang!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Bang!
It's the same reason Caitlin Clark flipped the entire WNBA script without catering to anyone. Why Aaliyah Boston bulldozes through the noise like a living fact check. They're not chasing viral moments, they are the moment. Just by showing up, performing, and being unapologetically themselves. And that makes some people nervous. Because when fans start connecting with the raw and the real, all those smoke and mirrors branding strategies start to glitch. And suddenly, an uncomfortable question surfaces. If the WNBA still can't figure out how to turn its actual stars into household names, what are we even doing? The talent, off the charts. The presence, magnetic. But the league keeps chasing gimmicks over greatness, TikTok trends over toughness, slogans over skill, hairstyles over handles. That disconnect. It's not just costing views. It's costing relevance. Case in point, Sophie Cunningham. 700,000 new followers overnight. She had like 300K total 2 days ago. That's not a fluke. That's a moment. She's barely posted, and still, she's leveled up. The enforcer has entered the chat, and whether people like it or not, there's a new star rising in the W. Caitlin Clark. Sophie Cunningham. Lexi Hull. Trace Letches, if you know what I'm saying. People were obsessed with her before she even stepped on the court. At times, the WNBA feels less like a professional basketball league and more like a sneaker-wearing beauty pageant. The currency isn't points or assists anymore. It's selfies, subtweets, and whose nails shine brightest under the arena lights. In all that noise, the real hoopers, the grinders, the professionals who let their game speak, are getting drowned out. Then came Sophie Cunningham. This week, Cunningham's jersey officially sold out on the Indiana Fever website. Why? Because after a chippy foul at the end of a tense game, a moment that saw her standing up for Caitlin Clark after a hard hit, Sophie instantly became a lightning rod. A revenge foul? Maybe. But it struck a nerve. Clark's critics wasted no time. A petition began circulating online calling for Sophie's removal from the WNBA. The outrage machine fired up, labeling her play disgusting. But here's the twist. That same moment catapulted Sophie into A-list WNBA status. The same people trying to cancel her accidentally handed her a fan base. Because what Sophie brought was real. No filters, no PR gloss. Just a t-shirt, a smirk, and a vibe. And it was enough to rattle the image-first players who built their careers on curated personas with little to show for it. Sophie's moment exposed a quiet truth. Fans will always flock faster to authenticity than to a performance. The visibility matters. Crowd went quiet when that visibility didn't follow their script. Because nothing exposes performative empowerment like someone winning without the performance. And here's what really sealed it. When Caitlin Clark got rocked the other night, Sophie didn't hesitate. She stepped in. No hesitation, no theatrics, just toughness. Grit. That's what made this one of the most unapologetically beast mode moments in WNBA history. And yeah, Sophie's officially one of my favorite players now. Just like Caitlin, she's must-watch. Because she's not just in the league. She's in the fight. They may not admit it was in response, but Sophie Cunningham made it clear, you wanna play? And just like that, she became the worst-case scenario for the curated chaos crowd. A fan favorite, without the manufacturing. But here's the real kicker, this was never just about Sophie. It's about what she represents, a seismic shift in what fans are actually hungry for. Not influencers in sneakers. Not staged reality TV beef dressed up as basketball. But real athletes. Genuine competitors who show up, put in work, and don't need weekly theatrics to earn their spotlight. Sophie's rise didn't come with a PR campaign or a designer shoe drop. It came through hustle, honesty, and just enough quirk to feel relatable. And maybe that's what makes her so threatening. She proves the league's been chasing relatable the wrong way all along. Take yesterday, Sophie showed up to the arena in a simple t-shirt that said, "Hot girls eat Arby's." That's it. No promo rollout. No glam squad. No overly staged moment begging for engagement. Just Sophie, a grin, and a $12 Arby's tee, pulling more fan love than the WNBA's last 3 marketing campaigns combined. And suddenly, I want a cheddar melt. The roast beef sandwich jokes write themselves, but the truth underneath? Sophie just changed the game. Again. No media blitz. No influencer tie-in. No drama-laced storyline. Just vibes. And authenticity. And the fans? They showed up for it. In droves. While Sophie effortlessly ships another 100,000 shirts without breaking a sweat, Angel Reese is still sitting in silence, wondering why her merch is still gathering dust. New strategy memo. Angel keeps missing. The rest of the team rebounds. At this rate, she'll be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Did someone say, butter? Butter pecan. At some point, you've just got to applaud greatness. A rebound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang. Simon says, give me another layup. She really tucked under the rim and finished. Get this girl a GPS. Everybody get on your feet. It's time to meet the most underpaid athlete in the league. Bang. And let's be clear, this wasn't luck. Sophie Cunningham didn't stumble into stardom because she wore an Arby's tee. This wasn't some oops I went viral moment. It was strategy disguised as simplicity. While half the league was busy perfecting TikTok dances and firing off subtweets, Sophie was playing 4D chess with roast beef and relatability. No stunts. No fake vulnerability. Just a slow burn that caught like wildfire. And now, the game plan has changed. Some players, cough Angel, are scrambling to adjust. Because the old tricks, they're not working anymore. Here's the new formula. Skill. Grit. Presence. You're good at basketball, you're beautiful, and you're unshakably tough? That's a dangerous combo. That's bad to the bone. And yeah, this is a noticeable shift in the WNBA. Some of these women don't just play like pros, they look like stars. The league used to sideline that femininity. Now it's becoming part of the power. And Sophie, she's not winging it. Every move she makes is intentional. The timing, the tone, the delivery, it's all dialed in. She's got the emotional intelligence of a high-level negotiator and the branding instincts of Madison Avenue. That Arby's shirt? Not a gimmick, a masterstroke. While others perform for clout, Sophie engineers it. And that rattles the clout chasers. Because it proves you don't need chaos, beef, or drama to dominate the conversation. Sophie kept it simple. Stayed real. And suddenly, all those smoke and mirror routines from other players started looking like dollar store magic tricks. Whether she mapped it all out or just trusted her gut, it worked. And now, she's part of something bigger. The Caitlin Clark effect is bringing in millions of new eyes. Aaliyah Boston is demanding respect through sheer dominance. And Sophie's rising right alongside them, not by fitting the WNBA's tired narrative, but by refusing to play by it. In a league obsessed with controlling its image, Sophie just reminded everyone, sometimes the most powerful move is to be unscripted.